So I do the best that I can to schedule around school stuff, but I can't 100% guarantee what our date is going to be, but these are the dates that I've submitted. Okay? Are there any questions about that? Okay. Are there any questions about anything that I've talked about tonight? Yes. Okay, so no, these are events. So like let's say fish fry. So let's say the fish fry would be like, let's say from 4:30 to like 7:30. So a lot of parishes do hours. And some of my colleagues locally are like, we make our kids serve 25 hours. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. I'm not into slave labor. This is what I want. I want you to connect with people in the church. So if you're helping at a Catholic Daughters event, I want you to get to know somebody. I want you to see what that ministry is about. The goal is to have you guys active, because when you are confirmed, I'm hoping that you join some of these ministries. You get involved. I'm hoping that you guys meet and say, okay, that's what this ministry is about. And I know a lot of you love to help at the fish fry, which is great. But what I suggest to you is to really try to do something, sooner rather than waiting for Lent. Try and serve early on. And you can serve more than one, more if you want to do that. And you can come to more than one retreat if you want to come to more than one retreat. A lot of people do. So, however, these are the bare minimums. But we invite you to grow in your faith whatever way you feel led to do. Okay? We also have a leadership team. It's called SALT. And what that means is students and adults leading together. So a lot of the SALT team, they help out with the middle school ministry. They help out on retreats. They lead small groups. So this group of their youth and young adults, so if you want to be part of the leadership team, that could be your service. Come and see me if you're interested in that. So any other questions?
Julie, right here.
Yeah.
These parent meetings, are all these dates for second year parents? I'm just a little confused. Excuse me on it. September 19th, I'm seeing cloud and first communion.
Okay, so September 19th is only for Faith Formation parents. So what this group is it's a group of parents that are both younger children and youth ministry people. However, September 19th is only for the younger kids. That's only for parents with younger children, younger than 6th grade.
And then from there on.
Yeah, all the rest of them, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. What are the requirements for a sponsor? So sponsors must be confirmed themselves, okay, because they need to know what they're sponsoring, right? So they need to be, the bishop has a whole list now. So what happened was last October, the bishop pulled in all the confirmation directors and said, you must do da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Luckily, well, we were already in compliance, right? The bishop likes us here, so we're in good graces right now. So praise God for that. So, and he gave out a list of requirements. And so we are going to be talking about that this fall, because we're also going to talk to the kids about how to choose a saint name. And what does that mean for you when you are confirmed? How do you do that? And so we want to really start doing some more of this prep way ahead of time. So they need to be confirmed. They need to be at least 16 years old. They need to be living the faith. So if a person is not living the faith, that they're not Catholic, then they cannot be a sponsor. And they need to be a Catholic in good standing. So, we want somebody, this is the person that you hope that your children will go to. If they can't ask you a question about the faith, this person is the person that they're going to turn to. So, or at least help to find the answer. It doesn't mean that they have to be super Catholic, right? I mean, like a Marvel hero. Like, it needs to be at least somebody who says, well, you know, I don't know, but I'm going to help you find out the answer. Because this person is a role model for your teens. Okay? It cannot be a parent, but it can be a grandparent. So now let's say if you want to ask your Uncle Tony, and Uncle Tony lives in Brazil, and you know Uncle Tony's not going to come from Brazil, right? But you know that he would be a great sponsor, right? And he just can't make it. So you can stand in for Uncle Tony. You can have a proxy. But I'm also going to say this. If Uncle Tony lives in Brazil, how strong of a relationship are you going to have with him? You want somebody who's involved in your kids' lives, okay? Not, don't ask Uncle Tony because he said he would buy you a car if he was going to be your sponsor, okay? I seriously had that one time. I had a parent say, I'll buy you a car if you get confirmed. Don't do that. Yeah, I know, isn't that ridiculous? But I worked at a very affluent church, so I was like, let's talk about that. Any other questions? Okay, so, yes. More than one sponsor, the answer is no. Yeah. On paper, yes, only one to walk, okay? But that doesn't mean 10, okay? Like sometimes people want to ask a couple. Here's the thing, the bishop only wants one person walking up with that teen. So let's say you want to ask a couple, this is where it gets very awkward for your teen, because then the teen has to choose who's going to walk up with them. So I would not suggest that you do that. I suggest you encourage your teenager to ask one person. One person. And this person does not have to be the person that they were baptized. That is their baptism godparent. It doesn't have to be that person. Okay? So I didn't have my godparents from baptism. I had no relationship with them. None. So I asked somebody else to be my confirmation sponsor. Yes? Yes. Because what will happen then is we will seat them together. One of your kids will come up for confirmation, and then the sponsor will just stay there. The first child will go back to their seat, and then the sponsor will stay there for the second one. So yeah. And if you want to ask a priest and they want to celebrate, then we can make arrangements for that as well. So, yeah. Any other thoughts? And we will have a meeting in January or February regarding confirmation specifics. So like, what is the dress code? What is, how is this all going to play out? Because I like to give you enough time to know all of the details. And by that time, we will know, our date and everything. As soon as I get a date, I'll release it to you guys. I'll tell you so that you can mark it out on your calendar. But we will have a meeting in probably February if confirmation's in May. So that has time. You have time to plan and prepare. Okay? Because the big thing is really, aside from I like to practice, make sure everybody knows what they're doing. But the other big thing is really dress code. Because we need to dress modestly for receiving the sacrament. And sponsors need to dress modestly. Okay? So we've had, last year we had somebody come in, sponsor. Whoa, was their dress short. We sent him home. We said, please go and get a longer skirt. I'm sorry, okay, I will. Why? Because we can't, you are representing, you're here to receive a sacrament. You're not here to go to a nightclub, You're here to receive graces. And so, the dress code is also for sponsors. So, and the bishop said last year there was a sponsor that came up and there was a wardrobe malfunction. Embarrassing, yes, for the bishop. Embarrassing, yes, for the sponsor, but most embarrassing for the teen. We don't want that. So I get hypersensitive about stuff like that. I've been doing this a long time, and I will never put our kids in a position where they are embarrassed in front of the community and in front of the bishop. I won't do it. So it always goes very, very well. But I get like, you know how I can get. Yeah, you smile. Yeah, I know. Okay, all right. Anything else? Okay, I know I said we would be done at 8 o'clock. We're going to do our last little thing. And I just want to tell you, can you guys hand out the index cards? So here's the thing. I am big into prayer. And I will tell you that there are people who are interceding for your child and have been interceding for your child since last year. Nobody knows who these people are except for me. Not even the teachers know. Okay? These intercessors also pray for you as parents. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do this year. I'm going to ask you to write out a prayer petition that you would like these people who pray to pray for this year. Don't put your name on it. Don't put your name on it. But I want you to be thoughtful about it. Okay? So please don't put something on there like, oh, pray that I win the lottery. Come on, right? I'm being serious, because that actually happened last week from year one. Got one of those. And guys, I know you're laughing and you think it's funny, but it's really not. Let's be thoughtful about what we're asking people to pray for, because these people take prayer seriously. Okay? So when we have kids who are here and they are in crisis, I call these people. I don't give out a name, but I will ask them to pray. So if there's a situation that comes up, feel free to call me, and I will pass that prayer request on to these people. And like I said, they don't know each other. The teachers don't know them. I know them. But they are people of prayer. So let's, on the index card, if you need a pen, I can get you a writing pen. If not, pull one out. And let's just take a minute to write out our prayer petitions, okay? And again, do not put your name on the index card. This is anonymous. Oh, yes, yeah. Okay, so does he know English? Okay, so let's talk after the meeting, okay? So if he needs instruction where is he? Where's your son? Okay. Okay. Do you need instruction in Spanish?
You guys have the paper?
You need instruction in Spanish? Okay.
I got it in English. And I could.
Okay, so if she wants to. Did everybody get an index card? Okay, so remember, don't put your name on it.